Benzene is Bad by Aubrey Welton, Kate Shelley, Zella Johnson, and Jessica Hubble.
Did you know there's a toxic chemical in your everyday household products such as paint? VOC, such as benzene, cause short-term and long-term problems due to indoor air pollution. These problems include allergies, asthma, dizziness, and vomiting. It can also decrease red blood cells, affect bone marrow, and cause cancer. Also, the level of VOCs are 2 to 5 times higher indoors than outdoors. VOCs exposed through household product supplies affect manufacturers of these products, painters, and consumers of these products. Benzene is a primary pollutant because it evaporates out of paint when it dries and goes into the air. Benzene was first recognized as a problem in 1928 when medical experts linked prolonged exposure to benzene with leukemia. Benzene is very potent indoors as it is found in many household products such as paints, petroleum, tarnishes, waxes, and cleaning products. Benzene occurs naturally outdoors in volcanoes and forest fires.
We'll paint 2 rooms, one with benzene-free paint and the other one with regular paint. We will let the paint dry for 8 hours and then use a volatile organic compound tester to determine if the benzene-free paint produces less VOCs in the air. We will then compare the amount of VOCs to an unpainted control room. Our independent variables is the type of paint used. Our dependent variables are the amount of benzene released into the air and does it paint and dry. Our control is an unpainted room. Our hypothesis is that the benzene-free paint will take longer to dry, but will eventually dry and release less benzene into the air than regular paint. Successes of this experiment would be that the paint dries and works like regular paint and releases less benzene into the air than normal paint, therefore improving the indoor air quality. Failures would be that it is more expensive, the paint doesn't dry or work like regular paint, and it releases more VOCs into the air.
VOC paints are less expensive than VOC-free paints because they require less processing, so the price of VOC-free paint needs to be justified by its benefits. In 10 to 20 years, we can make it so that homeowners want to use VOC-free paints by subsidizing the making of the VOC-free paint so that it's cheap for consumers, and having government companies and organizations promote the VOC-free paint and how its pros outweigh the cons. There are many positive impacts that can be associated with the reduction of benzenes in paints and inks. One of the first visible positive impacts is the reduction of leukemia, anemia, and other blood diseases because of benzenes and volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. Another positive impact would be the reduction in risks to those who are exposed to benzene and paints frequently, such as painters and those involved in processing paints and printer inks. So it would be a better and safer work environment for those employees and anyone who is just painting their home on a regular basis or does a lot of painting on a regular basis. And the most important impact would be the reduction in air pollution, specifically indoor air pollution, which is not as commonly seen as a problem, but it is a major problem. The indoors are actually more polluted than the outdoors, so one of the biggest things that we could gain is reducing the volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, in the air by reducing the amount of at least benzene in the air and other VOCs in paint.